Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
This is Enoch Police Department patrol officers, Officer Humphreys and Officer Roy, responding to a welfare call at a house in Enoch, Utah. They're on the lookout for 40-year-old Torsha Haight. She's in the middle of a divorce and hasn't turned up for an online appointment. The person who she was supposed to have this appointment with ended up contacting the police because they believe that something may have happened to her as a result of the divorce. When the officers arrive at the scene, they receive no response, but feel that something is amiss. When they finally something may have
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a person with decent teeth and still have a hideous smile. Like, his teeth aren't bad, but like his smile is like ugly as hell. Man.
happened to her as a result of the divorce. When the officers arrive at the scene, they receive no response, but feel that something is amiss. When they finally make entry, their fears become a reality.
Phoenix City Police Department. Anybody in the house? We got another one deceased right here.
On the afternoon of January 4th, 2023, the Enoch Police Department received a call from an unnamed woman who told dispatch that someone known to her, Torsha Haight, had missed an online appointment. Although only an hour had passed, the caller explained that she couldn't get in touch with her via other means. Usually that wouldn't have been a cause for concern, but the thing was, Torsha was going through a divorce with her soon-to-be ex-husband, Michael.
Damn.
The marriage had been on the rocks for a while leading up to the call because Michael had been abusive towards Torsha and allegedly to their eldest daughter, Macy. Given the circumstances, the fact that Torsha had explained to the person who eventually called police that she didn't feel safe in Michael's presence and that she had to live in the same house as him until they divorced because he refused to move out, it meant that harm may have not only come to Torsha but her eldest daughter Macy as well. So it's to no surprise that the call was made.
Hi, Haley, who is going through a divorce and was going to go back to her home last night. They had to do some paperwork. And I'm a little bit concerned. We were supposed to, we had an appointment scheduled that she missed. She doesn't ever miss appointments. Is there any way I can set up to do a well check at her home?
Okay, and you said she was supposed to go back home last night, was it?
I feel like whoever this woman is, the wife explained to the woman, or at least gave her a little bit of knowledge of what was going on in the sense to where that man was abusive. Because for her to pick up the phone and call the police and have them do a welfare check, on this woman only an hour after she's supposedly been missing. It's only been an hour, and she picked up the phone and called the police. That lets me know that this woman told her that that man was abusing not only her but her daughter, or at least she gave her some sort of, you know what I'm saying? She told her something, because other than that, like, there wouldn't be any reason as to why she would pick up the phone and call the police if she can't get in touch with this woman, and it's only been 60 minutes.
Yeah, she was away with her parents for like a week, I think, with the kids, and was going to go home last night as they had some divorce paperwork. But I know that she was a little bit concerned for her safety that way, and I just want to make sure she's okay. I can't get her by phone or email, and it's not like her to miss an appointment. It's only been an hour. It's not even yet, it's been an hour. But
okay, do her and her ex still live together?
Yes. Yeah, that was what the situation was. He was refusing to leave the home, and that's what the paperwork was. She was going to file paperwork to get him out.
And then she doesn't show up.
Okay, she said that
and she knows that he's been abusive.
About going home.
Put two and two together.
Yeah, she had some concerns about that, and I had some concerns just from talking to her too. I was encouraging her not to do that, but I'm not sure what she decided. But I know her plan was to go home.
Okay, why is she concerned?
He has had some violent tendencies in the past, and
told you.
I believe CPS has been involved, and I actually believe she came and spoke to the police department a couple weeks ago to let her know divorce was upcoming, just because she didn't really trust him.
Okay, and you said she missed an appointment today. Was that like an appointment for you guys to meet up together, or?
Yeah, I'm actually out of state. Otherwise, I would probably check on her myself, but.
Okay.
We had a time we were going to meet. We were going to do a video chat.
Okay. In here, do you know by chance in the past, like, can you explain to me, like, how he was violent? Was it just...
I know they had a well check with CPS down there.
She only
it was
knows,
with one of
remember people, she can only know this information if this woman told her this.
the kids. She just has anger issues.
Okay. Do you know if drugs or alcohol are a factor?
No drugs or alcohol, no.
Okay. And do you know if
Yeah,
there
so
are any
he's just
weapons
a crazy nigga.
involved?
I've been talking about that. There are firearms in the house. I think they're locked up. I was actually encouraging her to get those out and turn them into you because I knew in Utah you could do that. I used to practice. I know they had guns, but she thought they were safe, locked up, because I was trying to ask if he would have access to those. But I don't know what happened that way. I'm actually thinking he might still have access to those. But they are at least locked up in their house. But I think he has access to open the lock. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be confusing about that.
Okay. And then...
It's safe.
So, what I'm starting to get, I'm gonna stop pausing it, but this sounds like some TV series or like some movie shit. I guarantee you what happened was she's been meeting up with this woman. They've been trying to do this paperwork, and they came up on a day that they were going to meet to get this paperwork out the way, to go ahead and sign it and get everything situated so we can get this nigga up out the house. It's obvious that he doesn't want to leave. She told the woman that this nigga crazy. He not on any drugs. He not on any alcohol. This nigga just naturally a fucking nutcase. So she advises her not to go back to the crib. She tells her that he has guns in there. Tells her to get the guns out. Woo woo. Obviously she doesn't do it. I guarantee you she didn't go to that meeting because some way, shape, or form Mike Mike is the husband. I think that's his name, right? Michael, whatever the fuck his name. Fuck him. He ended up, I'm pretty sure he either went through her phone or something, but he figured out that he was going to meet this woman and what the whole purpose of what that was. He probably read text messages or something. I'm just making an assumption, but I feel like I'm right. Right? He figured out where they was meeting up, or he figured out that they was going to do this, and he offed her before she can make it to the meeting.
From the kids getting to them.
That's the only thing that I feel like that makes sense. He had to have figured out that she was going to go meet that woman, and he wasn't having it. Because the meeting was just with her, with the two women, and he wasn't supposed to be there. I know his ass cold. Nigga out there sleeveless. I'm cool, gang. He remind me of one of the white boys at my job who be wearing shorts like year round. Like it can be single digits. That nigga's gonna pull up to the job in some and1 basketball shorts and ankle socks.
These people you said come out of Hurricane?
Laverkin, maybe? Laverkin Hurricane?
We can see if there's anybody else at that office. Laverkin.
I'll have someone go by it.
It appeared as if no one was in. No noise could be heard from the property. Just as officers were about to discuss what to do next, they got a call from the Cedar City Police Department stating that Michael had also missed several appointments and hadn't turned up to work. Many of those who worked with Michael were close friends and also knew about the ongoing divorce. What isn't clear is if they were aware of the allegations made against him.
Of course
With
they
this
weren't.
new information on board,
What type of niggas go to his homie and tell, oh man, you know I just beat my bitch up. Bro, I be beating her. Or, you know what? Nah. It's some niggas out here who will do that. Never mind, scratch that.
Officers Roy and Humphreys became even more concerned. So they decided that they should try and get in touch with other immediate members of the Haight family, their children. 12-year-old Briley, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Eamon, or 4-year-old Gavin. So they reached out to the school district, but there was an issue. The administrator told them that for some reason, only Briley was showing up on their system, and it showed that she wasn't present at school. After the call was made, Officer Roy had to leave the scene due to a prior obligation, leaving Officer Humphreys to try and figure out what on earth was going on. Over the course of the next hour or so, he tried various methods in order to make contact with the family, but failed in his endeavor. So he reached back out to Officer Roy and asked him if he knew of any family friends that he could contact to A, try and get hold of any of the family members, or B, gain access to the property to see if anyone was home. Officer Roy did indeed know someone, a family friend. After contact was made, that family friend met up with Officer Humphreys at the Haight residence. After a brief conversation, a sudden sense of dread overwhelmed them. They felt that something was definitely off. The family friend had keys to the property, so they let themselves in, and Officer Humphreys followed close behind.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, they were just asking. There's 5 kids. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, get that.
Enoch City Police Department.
Get that your digs out. Be careful.
Enoch City Police Department. Yeah.
Dirty as shit.
Cedar 6.
This is what I don't get about people, man. How could you be blessed with a beautiful home like this? Yeah, you work for it, and I get that. But how could you be blessed with a beautiful home with all these fucking rooms and space in it, and you treat it like trash? You just got shit all over the floor that you're not going to pick up. It's not that hard to take something, use it, and then go put it back where you fucking found it. I never understood that about people. How could you just live horribly like this? You just got shit everywhere. Big fat ass house, 19 rooms in it, 10 bathrooms in it. Well, Lil Wayne, 10 bathrooms, I could shit all day. You know what I'm saying? And all of it is just trash. Shit everywhere. One room decently clean, and then the next room you can't even see the flow in that much. But I don't get it, man. Y'all niggas need to clean up. It don't take that much. 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. Like, come on, yeah, man.
Prioritize this channel. I have 2 deceased on the bed. I'm gonna clear the home.
Oh,
Cedar.
that's what that was?
Yeah.
I'm over here fucking running my
Enoch City
mouth.
Police Department. Enoch City Police Department. Yeah.
There's gonna be other kids. I got you back.
Cedar 6W3. Prioritize this channel. I have 2 deceased on the bed. I'm gonna clear the home. Cedar 6.
So this bitch ass nigga killed the kids too?
Make yourself known. I'm gonna clear this room.
This bitch ass nigga killed his kids?
Nobody. Enoch City Police Department. Anybody in the house? We got another one deceased right here.
That's a kid room. This bitch ass nigga killed his kids.
Where have you gone? Where do we?
We need to clear the house. Clear here. We have 1 more deceased in this bed. Appears to be a gunshot to the face. Check in this room back here. 1 deceased here. Clear. Making good. I'm checking here. No.
And what's crazy is I know he's scared as fuck to open up that door and see what's behind that. He knows what's gonna be behind that door, and we do too. But he's stalling it so much. He was supposed to be in, go in there, open up that door. He could have been in there on the other side of there with a gun, and you talking hella loud, and you bruh. You can tell, man.
Oh, you're good. Wait. Yeah.
Another one?
Gunshot back ahead.
This bitch ass nigga killed his fucking kids. Your bitch didn't want you. She wanted a divorce. And because she wanted to leave you, because not only were you fucking abusing her, nigga, you were abusing her daughter, her baby, your baby. You take her life and you kill all of your kids? I just don't understand what your kids though, my nigga. Your wife, okay. We done seen plenty of cases where, you know, men can't control their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Let their emotions get the best of them. You know, and then they lash out, get out of character, beat her up, go too far, strangle her too long, kill her, shoot her. We done seen that. We done seen niggas crash out over that woman. But all 5 of your kids, though. All 5 of your fucking kids. That's what makes it sick. It's fucked up at the wife. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. And he still deserved to die. Just at that. But nigga, your kids? All 5 of your babies. And I guarantee you, this pussy nigga shot himself. They gonna find his body somewhere in there too. I guarantee you, this pussy nigga shot himself. Guarantee you.
Shots to the head. Boys, get down here, make yourself known. 2, 4, 6. Hold right there, Chief. New York City Police Department. One more up top, blood on the bed. Bathroom here. Yeah, mess. One more down here. Bathroom's clear. Checking this room. Another gunshot. Or, sorry, I don't know that, but appears to be. Nope. One more. Gunshot back of the head. Nobody else. Just a vacuum that's gonna fall. Go.
Good kick.
Sauna. That way. Left. Opening. Safe.
Good fucking kick.
Got keys in 2 safes down here. Clear here.
I got you.
Assuming this is outside.
That's
Got another dead body. This is Michael here.
The fuck I say? The fuck I say? I'm telling y'all, man. The pussy nigga always shoot himself. He always shoot himself. I don't fucking get that. Nigga, if you gonna do that, nigga, just do your off yourself from the gate, my nigga. You gonna fucking take your entire family with you? Like, that's not enough. That's such an easy way out. We can't even punish this nigga the way we should. I hate that. So basically, like, damn, bitch, you think you gonna leave me? You think you gonna leave me and take my kids away from me that I'm abusing? Bet. If I can't have you, nobody can. That type of shit. Goofy ass nigga, man.
Put it in one door, Chief. Hold on.
Go ahead, 671.
Goofy ass nigga.
Nope.
Where? Cedar. Premises is clear.
Let's talk.
I'm just letting dispatch know the house is clear.
Hold on.
Don't come in.
And I
Nobody
know
go
they,
upstairs and don't let
I know they fucked
Hey,
up.
stay out.
I know they're fucked up. They keeping they cool and they keeping their composure and they're being real professional, but I know they're fucked up. All of them niggas gonna drink or smoke a blunt or
We
do
need
something
crime
when they
scene
get
tape.
off that shift tonight.
Start fencing off everything.
You got some in your car?
No.
'Cause I can't.
Call Gary.
Okay, no problem.
To walk into a home
See,
and
60,
see an
676,
entire
can you notify
family
the county
dead
attorney?
behind an abusive husband is like that. So much life and potential fucking wasted.
I got Travis calling Gary. So we can get things.
Yeah, and I was just with Gary, so
Do you have?
And it just kills me because nigga, you weren't a good husband. You obviously weren't a good husband. Especially if you was abusing your kid. If you was abusing your woman. How could you have a woman and then raise women and abuse them? Like that's I don't even understand that. I kind of just lost my train of thought. Like, I'm trying to so fucked up about all this. This nigga killed his entire family. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Nigga, you know you were a horrible husband. So, nigga, how can you be a bad husband, know that, and then be upset when your wife chooses to leave you, especially after finding out that you were abusing their daughter? So you were a shit husband, you were a shit father. Then when your wife decides to leave you, you think that it's justifiable to kill them all?
Any crime scene tape in your truck?
I do. Let's keep everything as pristine as we can. We'll section this off.
Michael, Torsha, their children, and Torsha's mother, 78-year-old Gail O, were found dead in the home, all with gunshot wounds to
Who are the three adults?
the head. Some had been shot multiple times. Once the bodies were located, the patrol officers called in homicide detectives to take over. Upon arrival, they began trying to piece together what exactly went down. Why were there a large number of bodies? Who could have done this to the family? And
Who was the third
they would
adult?
get their answers just a few moments later. Next to Michael's body laid a note. Only excerpts have been released. This is nonsense, and I can't handle it for one more day. We will not be a burden on society. I kept asking for help and you wouldn't listen. I would rather rot in hell than to put up with another day of this manipulation and control over me. And if that wasn't enough to determine that Michael was behind the shooting and then took his own life, then a deep dive of his internet history was about to solidify it. On the 30th of December 2022, just 5 days before the shooting, Michael searched the following on Google. How loud is a 9mm gunshot? What does a gunshot sound like?
So this is
I hear
premeditated.
gunshots
He
near
knew
my
he was gonna
house.
do
What
this.
do I do? If you heard a single gunshot in your neighborhood at night, would you immediately recognize it as such? Would you either way be alerted enough to call police, or would you chalk it up to being just another sound in the night? How loud is a gunshot in a house? Would a neighbor hear a gunshot in a garage? And How loud is a 40mm pistol? It's clear then that Michael had been planning the shooting for a brief period, more than likely within the couple of days after his divorce papers were served to him on December 21st. In the few years leading up to the shooting, Michael had been subjected to an investigation by the Child Protective Services due to allegations made against him by his eldest daughter, Macy. What should be noted is that no charges were ever brought forward because of insufficient evidence and Torsha being reluctant to press the issue further. This was more than likely because they were Mormons and Torsha wanted to maintain a perfect family image within her community. Following the investigation, Michael's behavior changed, but as time passed, he went back to his old self. This time, it was aimed mainly at Torsha. She soon found herself in an extremely abusive relationship, one that consisted of being beaten and berated, having her finances withheld from her, having to ask permission to do things and buy things like groceries, and when she dared to speak up, Michael would make out that she was the one. However, in September of 2022, she built up enough courage to call it a day and demanded that he leave the house immediately to stay with his mother. To her surprise, he did it without any confrontation. Although she called it quits, Michael didn't want to end things. He actually wanted her back and agreed to go to counseling to sort out his behavior. When Michael moved back in, the relationship was much better for a little while. But when he wasn't here, it was a dream. Everything was so smooth. So yeah, Michael ended up back in the family home, but Torsha was stronger now, and the minute he started to act up, which wasn't very long after he moved back in, she filed for a divorce, which took place, as you know, on December 21st, 2022. After the divorce papers were served, Michael was said to have begun acting strange, more than likely because he couldn't control the situation, and well, sadly, you know what happened next. Michael Haight would murder his entire family and then took his own life because he couldn't control the situation he was in. And the sad thing about it is, if he just took a step back and actually made an effort to change his behavior, because you know, he had multiple chances to do so, then he could have had quite literally what he was trying to control. His whole family loved him, but he was, it seems, a ticking time bomb. That's the thing with the they don't think that way, they just control and manipulate. And in this situation, the moment Michael was losing his grip on things, he took his entire family out.
Like, bro, do you know how sick of a nigga you have to be to go into your house? He killed, what, 7 people? 3 adults, including him, 5 children. Do you know how fucking sick you have to be to grab a gun, go to your wife's room, shoot her in the face? Whoever else was in there, shoot them in the face. Go to one kid room, shoot them in the face. Go to the next kid room, shoot them in the face. You're looking at them while you're doing this. Go to the next kid room, shoot them in the back of the head. Go to the next kid room, shoot them in the back of the head, and then go to the last room and shoot them in the face. And then go downstairs and